from Mike when Kenya came up to me and was like, hey, I think Mike's gonna propose tonight. First of all, I didn't know he was, so I just kind of was like, in Bailey Wine Cellar launch mode and just kind of like, okay, whatever. I didn't really, think much of it.
I'm telling you, I feel like he might propose tonight.
No, you don't think he's gonna do it tonight? Like, I don't think he's gonna do it tonight. I wasn't even thinking about that. We're like totally focused on the wine cellar.
My stomach has butterflies.
I just was like baffled when you came up and was like, ooh, I got something to tell y'all.
I could not believe she was that mad, but yes, she was that.
Well, because to me, first of all, I love surprises. I'm a person who loves surprises, okay? And it's hard to surprise me, so I feel like if you put in the effort to, try to surprise me, I hate when people ruin it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I cannot stand that. So I was like, really? Really? Because I hit you with the text before that. I was like, why would you say that to her?
I feel like if she hadn't been telling everybody every second, it would have been a different situation. Do you really think that she was surprised? Because this is a woman who has talked about getting proposed to every single day, posting pictures on Instagram about wedding dresses and picking out the cake flavor, all before she has gotten actually engaged. And telling us every single day, oh, it's coming, any day, any day, any day. Do you really think you can surprise somebody like that?
Well, listen, I don't know, but they definitely could be surprised after you sat there and said, I think he's about to do it today.
Yes, but Cynthia and I had conversations that made me believe that too. So it wasn't just that. It doesn't matter. You're right. Even still, you're right.
So it was just a lot going on that I didn't know about. But after kind of watching everything play out and Kandi, pretty much me watching Kandi tell her this is going to happen, then at that point I was like, okay, now that was a little shitty. Kenya knows good and well if Mark was trying to surprise her with anything, I would never come up to her and tell her. I mean, what was she doing, giving me a heads up? It couldn't have been a heads up. I was already at the place.
I still regret doing it.
Okay.
I do regret doing it because had it been spoiled, you can never get that moment back.
Right.
Exactly.
You can never get that moment back.
So Kenya, you made quite the appearance at Marlo's wig launch.
Kenya more hair care. Kenya more hair care.
You got to redo your lunch.
Hair care. Kenya more hair care. Oh my God.
He was over petty with the band.
No, Kenya was definitely on 100 petty when she showed up with a marching band. It was a lot.
The only thing people gonna talk about from hers is that you had a drum line.
That's right. We have history and she deserved that.
But isn't there a little contradiction here? Weren't you upset with Tanya because you felt like she was going after your business?
So now you're with my business, you're with how I feed my daughter and myself.
Wasn't going after Marlo's wig line going after her business?
She came for me first, and that is my point. Marlo came for me first at Cynthia's Bailey Bowl when she started talking about, oh, you had water in your bottles and your hair care lawn. Someone who constantly says something is not true.
Someone who says something's not true when they didn't have products and to kill you more products, it was water.
I'm thirsty. It's water.
I'm like, what are you talking about? Something from 5 years ago. Again, trying to discredit my business now. And so she came for me first about my business and I returned the favor.
To be honest, we all just laughed. It was just so
Correction,
typical.
Porsha fell on the floor.
Porsha may have broke something. She laughed so hard she did collapse on the ground.
I didn't go because I'm not here to tear down anybody's business. I'm not doing that at all, even if I don't like you.
Right, and had you gone, you were going to be petty because you were definitely not checking for Marlo at that point.
No, not checking for Marlo. But
and shady.
She was trying to launch a business that I thought was laughable because it's wigs. Like, of all the things, Marlo be dapper from here to here. all the time. So for her to sail from here to here is crazy to me. So there's and I don't like her, so there's no reason for me to go.
Right.
Kenya ended up going, I'm glad, but we love to draw a line, right? Like, we don't do this, we don't do that. When it applies to you not coming for me.
Right.
But there is absolutely no line when I'm shady as hell towards you,
Right.
when I talk about you not having no edges, but you can't say I'm nappy, but I can say you don't have edges. Like, where's the line?
That's
and
true.
so that it irritates me because everybody likes to victimize themselves in this group with, oh my God, you did this to me, it's so horrible, you crossed the line. But then when they do something, it's like, oh, it's just in housewife fashion. It's just, you know, we're just being pissed. That's what we do.
Kenya made it very clear how she felt about, you know, her new business, well, you know, her existing business, and just her brand, but had no problem shading my new business, the Bailey Wine Cellar. So Kenya and I actually had to have a conversation in Greece about the very same thing that she was like, you know, this is why I was actually on her side for a minute. I was like, you know what, yeah, you gotta protect the brand. I'm like, wait a minute, you're coming for my shit now.
Well, did you show her the parallels? Did you say that?
Absolutely.
And what she said?
She apologized.
I'm sorry for hurting your feelings. I think your businesses speak for themselves.
They want a hug. Let them hug.
That works for me. I have no interest in, you know, losing friends at this point over dumb shit.
So last season, Eva, didn't you say you were never shady despite being maybe kind of shady?
So when I was asked, was I being shady? My answer was and still is no.
Who do you think in this group needs a makeover?
I'm gonna pass the peach.
You had to answer it.
Shamia black too. She ain't black with a Q. You don't pick up your got to be glue and tack it back down, leave me alone.
No, darling. The roster got fried mine.
I'm not like, that's not my approach to people. Like, I think that's like, you know, you gotta catch it. You have to be a little witty. You have to, you know more than monosyllabic words. And then maybe you found it. Or maybe you still don't know that was shade. I was in denial about my shade. I think it was. Listen, okay, so I guess this is the thing for me. When I came into this circle, I really wanted to come in here and just get to know everybody. I didn't want to have an issue. I didn't assume anything that I might have heard about anybody. I didn't want to acquire anyone else's drama or issues. Like, I really wanted to just be nice and get to know everybody. But I didn't realize I should have came in here with a shield on and my gun drawn because this is not that group. Like, I might be like a little bit messier than you. Like,
Well, you throw a lot of shade.
yeah,
Like,
I'm
you
that
have
friend.
natural shade.
I'm that friend.
No. Like, I don't even think you realize that you're shading people when you're like
at this
shade.
point, I think I have finally gotten to the point where I am shady.
Yes.
It happens.
Yes.
You get into it, and
Yes.
it takes one to know one.
Exactly.
I am naturally shady. Yes, I'm a linguist. I like vocabulary. I say and pop shit. That's what I do. So that's the natural me. Now, at this point, you don't have to worry about me ever denying it again.
Right. Well, you know, it's always like we talk about like fun shade and like mean shade and then there's like factual shade. Like, to me, if it's true and it just is what it is,
Why you mad?
then it's like, is it even shade? It's like facts. Like, your wig was a mess. So how is that even shady? That's like
The shade would be
a statement.
The shade would be to let you keep walking around with this
Looking
wig,
a hot
thinking that
ass
it's
mess.
cute, right?
That's the shade.
Exactly.
That's the real shade.
So yes, I was a closet in denial shader, but now I am.
She's out of the closet.
I'm out of the closet. It is what it is. And if you want this smoke, come on.
Right. We outed her.
How is PJ?
She's good. She's everything. PJ is everything we could have prayed for and asked for. She's beautiful. She's healthy. She's smart. She's so much like me, so much like him. Her personality's coming out. I mean, she's the glue. She is the glue. But you know, there's a healthy balance in her being the glue. You don't want to rest everything on the baby. Our relationship is very important as well. So, yeah, but I have to say, she is the light of our life.
She is
Yeah.
so cute. I'm obsessed with that baby.
What's she doing now? What's the biggest, newest development with PJ?
Oh, well, last night she took her little toy phone and she was like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, what? I told my mom, Mom, look at her. She's talking to her cell phone. She's like, blah, 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 blah. And then the other day, she was in her bouncer, and she was like looking at TV. She was like, wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. My stepmom bought her this educational toy. Each month they come, and they're different levels for her development. And she was dropping the ball, and the ball was rolling. You drop it in the hole, you have to pick it up. These are cognitive skills. And she drops it in, and then she hit it, she got it again. I think she got like maybe 3 times in a row. She was like, oh, wow. Oh, wow. You know, so it's just like, just to be able to see her learn is so special.
She's walking now, right? And she just had her first birthday?
Wow, you got your heart. Like, she's just everything.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
There's lots of cats in Greece.
Oh, Lord, yes, Jesus.
Look at these cats. That's why I can't live here. God, these cats.
Get your ass on.
Get back here. Go back. Go back, find your mama or whoever it is.
I would have preferred to see more dogs than cats.
Yeah, me too. It was weird to us because we see dogs.
Turtles.
But not straight like
squirrels.
that. This was like, this is really overwhelming. It's a lot of cats.
I love animals, but Jesus, so many cats.
Yeah, it's so weird that it's like cats everywhere, not dogs. I mean, it's stray cats.
Like all my friends have
weird.
cats and animals. It's cute for Auntie
Yeah.
Marlo to go by visit, drop off some little cat meow, and they keep it moving. It was 1,000
They were
cats.
everywhere. Like, it's weird.
Because there's stray cats really out there.
I can't. One was outside of my door every day licking a little puddle of water. It was like,
One was trying to get on my gown, my dress. I'm like, this is couture. Get the hell
Yeah,
away.
they really were everywhere. They were